Yeah, hi there, Larissa. This is Michael. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. I just got your comments over at my website. I think you posted maybe yesterday or this morning. So let's take a look at your situation. I'll try to give you some feedback. Okay, so you want to take the test on June 22, and you say you're near to desperation. You said, this is my first and only chance to get a reasonable score, maybe 86, and there's less than a month remaining. Do you think it's possible? Yes, it's possible. Not likely, but possible. You says, I've never taken the TOEFL before. You want to use the past participle, I think, taken after have. Say, I don't know what would be my level. I would say I don't know what my level would be. So you're having a word order issue with that. You say, even though I completed the listening part of the Thompson practice test yesterday, and I got 26 out of 30. So that's a fragment. You want to connect that sentence to the previous idea there. So on your writing here, you're having some word order, some verb tense, and some sentence structure issues. So that will be some things that we have to work out as you become one of my students. You say, I've been thinking about paying for the official one, but I'm not quite sure if it's really worth it. It's very expensive anyway. I suppose I need to work on my speaking and writing skills a lot. Well, I hope to hear from you soon. Larissa. Okay, here's my comments. I do have a placement test that I do offer my students, and mine it's not just one single thing, but I recommend that you go to the pronunciation part of my course as quickly as you can and complete the pronunciation pretest. That will give me an idea what kinds of problems you're having with your pronunciation. Secondly, over the next day or two, complete an independent and integrated writing practice test so you can see what your baseline is. You can get a score. Now, what you're looking for is you want to be scoring anywhere from 23 to 26 points out of 30 on the speaking practice test that you take at my course. That gives you an idea of where you are and how far you need to go. Like you do with the speaking, you also need to take an independent and integrated writing practice test. Again, that'll give me and you an idea of what your level or your baseline is, and then we also will know how far you need to go to improve in those areas. So that would be my recommendations for you. In fact, I'm going to put in the YouTube video, in the description box for this video, a link to my 60-day writing and speaking study guide, which I think will be beneficial for you. Now, you don't have to spend 60 days. I know you have only 30 days here, but I think that particular study guide will be the best one because it's giving you a lot of practice in both the pronunciation, speaking, grammar, and the writing areas. Now, of course, the study guide is just a study guide. It makes recommendations as to which of my lessons you should focus on. Now, remember, Larissa, once you become one of my students, you will have complete unlimited access to all 630 of my vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, speaking, writing, listening, and reading lessons. You'll have access to all 7 areas of my course, and you can use my course in any way you like. I'm just making a suggestion that if you do anticipate that you need to work a lot more in the speaking and the writing areas, that's why I'm suggesting that particular study guide. Now, the good thing is you actually have some fairly good writing skills. As I pointed out, you do have some verb tense problems, you have some word order issues, and you have some sentence formation issues, but you're trying to use more advanced grammar, which is good. You have fairly strong vocabulary, you sound pretty natural. You've had a lot of experience with English. Even though you have not taken the TOEFL test before, I can tell you've probably studied English for many years. So you're not a beginner, right? So that's a good thing. So anyway, Larissa, thank you for your comments. Again, you will find a link to my 60-day writing and speaking study guide in the YouTube video, and I hope that you'll consider becoming one of my students.